Hello everybody, welcome to another update on the stock screener. Today we are going to take a look at our candy store again. I think this should be done monthly at least, because you need to assess the stocks that you hold. You need to assess the valuations and see what the news releases are. So that's very important. Don't just hold them and don't look at them. No, you need to assess them. Okay, very important. Juggle them around. If some have gone up, you sell them and put them in things that didn't go up. So very important to do that. So let's go over the candy store. There have been some changes. We only have 10 candies right now. So let's start with the largest market cap. Capstone Mining, we are still holding that. When you look at the copper price, it is still rising at a slower pace, but you can see the slope, it's going up. And we are seasonally very good now. Copper should be going higher from February to about July. So I expect copper to rise to $5. Okay. And when we look at the valuations, so we are now at share price of 4.5. Let's open this. $4.5, and it's following the copper price nicely. Okay. And the valuations at the current copper price, we have a market cap of 3 billion, and it should go to 3.4 billion. So a 10% upside in the immediate future. But of course, we have expansions going on in the following 2 years. So this should still be a double in 2 years and a triple when the Santo Domingo project comes online in a few years from now. So plenty of upsides. We are keeping this. Copper is going higher. Next up, Alphamin. I bought back a few weeks ago because I saw that the tin price was actually improving again. So I bought back, and you can see that it has made new highs. So let's take a look at the fundamentals of Alphamin. As you can see, at the current tin price, we are still about 20% undervalued to the EBITDA valuation of 5. We are currently priced to EBITDA of 4. Earnings are at PE of 8, so it's still a bit undervalued. I don't know why people are shorting this stock, because this is clearly undervalued. Maybe because the price to book is 4, but that should come down over time. Now the tin price, that's more difficult to assess, but I think robotics, 5G, etc., EVs, green technology, those are going to be the future. Now there's also news here. They have some drill results. So this was the latest drill results from last year, and we got some new drill holes here, as you can see here, all very high grades, between 16 and 30% tin, right? And they also got some more of these green dots here. So they have a visual cassiterite, and it is coming nearer and nearer to their current mine in the north. So they can easily go from here dig a tunnel here, and then they can mine out this here. So we are getting closer and closer. So it's important to check the drill results from these holes here. So that will come in a few months from now. And to give you an idea how important these drill results are. So they found 19 meters of 17% tin. So what is this? This is equivalent to 120 grams per ton of gold. 70% grade of copper. That's huge, okay? So normally you would find 1 grams per ton and 0.5% copper. And this drill hole is multiples, hundreds of multiples higher. And take a look at the gram meters, 2,400 gram meters of gold. So a good drill hole for gold would be like 1 meters. I mean 1 grams per ton at 100 meters. So that's 100 gram meters. Would be a very good hole. But this is 2,000, not 100. So these holes here are massive. And they are in close proximity to their current operation. So I see this doubling production very fast. So it looks very good. Looks very good to me. So alpha-min is probably an easy double in a few years from now. And the chart is reflecting that. So we keep alpha-min. Next up is Sigma Lithium. Still holding on to this lithium play. And lithium has done very well. So the lithium price keeps on rising, has never corrected. So this is going to keep on rising. Okay, so after the Chinese New Year, they're going to increase the prices again. And Sigma Lithium hasn't actually gone up, so it's a very good buy right now. So let's take a look at the valuations. Okay, so there's a discrepancy between this website here. Here it says spodumene at 2,500, which is this number. But when you look at the real price, the real price is at 3,250. So I put that price here, and it's a huge difference. So this is the price on that website, and this is the price that I got from Fast Markets, which is from 3 February. And you can see the huge difference here. So basically, the value of Sigma Lithium should be at 3 billion, and we're only at 1 billion. So they are getting their production ready in Q4 of this year, and then we should see a jump, at least a double, okay? At least a double, and the year thereafter, we will see another double from 2 to 4. So if you got any dry powder, just buy more of this. Lithium is only going to go higher. This will go to $20. This is a very cheap buy. Then we have Voxture. So Voxture has this very nice app, increasing the efficiency in the appraisal business, and they also have other apps for the housing market. So it looks like the trend is going higher. Let's see if we can say something more about that. So Voxture, oh, very interesting here. We had a new coverage from Laurentian Bank from February the 2nd that said that the target price would be 3 CAD. 3 CAD, that means triple. Okay, so this is going to triple in the coming year based on the appraisal business and other businesses, titles, etc. So we are going to keep this. Also here, target price is 2.5. So this is clearly undervalued. And yeah, that's a keeper. Next up is Gcm Mining, which is Gran Colombia Gold. Still has a nice dividend of 3.5%, so we are going to get paid to wait. It's not done a lot, but it's still very cheap. So this is just a gold miner. And at current gold price, we still have an upside of 50%. Very cheap. Price to book is only 0.76, which is 25% below book value. And the PE is below 5. So you can say all you want, this is a cheap company. They have been buying back shares as well. You can see here, I have deleted some of the shares. And they actually bought back around 1 million shares. So that's about 1% of their market cap. So very good, very good. They are buying back their shares, which means this is an undervalued company. And in 2 years from now, we will triple, okay? Because they have these 2 projects coming online. Need to wait a bit, but I think it will be worth it. You need to have some gold in your portfolio. Because I actually think that this here is going to start rising. Okay. Peak FinTech. This is one of the worst stocks that we hold. But nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. And the most important news that we got yesterday is an update on their operations. So a lot of info. You can read through all of this, but the most important number that we found here is this one. Tenet is forecasting its 2021 revenue will triple this year. Okay, triple this year. That's important to know, because when we look at our guidance, this was the latest guidance, revenue 109 will triple to 345. So what they are actually saying is that they are maintaining their guidance for this year. Very important. So they have not lowered their guidance, they're maintaining it. So that means that we will probably see 50 million net income. And at current price, that's about a PE of 11. And next year, we are going to grow to 800 and 200 net income. And that will be a PE of 2. So if you're willing to wait a year, you can easily see a 5-fold on this company. Okay, so it has not done well, but we are keeping this because nothing has changed. probably this will bottom out around here and then go up maybe to back to this high here, and then it will start shooting higher next year. So we are holding this. Then we have our major winner, further Agritech. So I have sold the CRM metals, as you know, and bought Verde Agritech, and that was a very good decision because it has continued to skyrocket higher. So it went up like 30% in a month, and there are many reasons for that. So let's take a look at the valuations. It went up, but my valuations tell me that this should be going to around 500 to 800 million. So it's an easy double from here and a triple by next year. So we are not done yet. This is a hockey stick, but it's not a pump and dump. Okay, it's a pump and pump. Price to book is a bit high, but the PE ratio is still at 5.5. Okay, so this is actually still a very cheap company. I've been watching the fertilizer prices. Food is going much higher. Very important to know here, fair value is 12 and we are still at 5. So it's an easy double from here. And what I saw on Twitter was that the CEO is very worried about prices going to 1,500 due to Lithuania, troubles, Belarus, Russia. You know that they supply 50% of global potash there from Russia and Belarus. So there's trouble there with supply chains and political problems. So currently we are at 800 potash, and this could double to 1,500. So let's say, just hypothetically, that this goes to 1,500. You can already see this is going off chart. Let's take this. So it's going off chart, and that would give us a valuation of more than 1 billion by next year. So that's an, let's take 5-fold, 6-fold, right? 6-fold. But also need to know we are only at phase 1 with the operating cost of 14. Phase 2 will reduce costs by half. Okay, so let's reduce our costs back to 150 maybe. Then this goes even higher. I will need to increase my axis again. Okay, and let's say the production goes to 1.4. Then we have this valuation. So that's about 1.5 billion. So easy 7-fold if potash goes to double. So you can see here what the potential is. A very high potential of growth in the stock price. But of course, we need to wait for the mining license. Hopefully, that will come in. And natural gas is going to go higher, okay? Because you have this spread between the US and the EU natural gas, and that spread is going to narrow. Okay, so that means that the US gas price will go up, probably double, and EU gas prices will go down a bit. And as you know, when gas goes up, that will also increase the fertilizer prices. And the good thing is that Verde doesn't use natural gas. They just dig out the glauconite and grind it. So this is just a natural gas play, okay? Verde Agritech is a natural gas play and a very good one. All right, so that's Verde Agritech. This is probably going to shoot higher like an asymptotic curve to 10 to 20, and we're going to keep this. Next one is Relic Health. Relic Health, I just made a video about that. You can watch that. Basically, this has a floor of 150 million, somewhere here. And it's not going below that floor. It's just going higher. And it looks like it's now preparing to make higher lows and probably just shoot higher when they announce their new contracts with Cognizant. And that's what we are waiting for. Just one big deal and this thing can shoot through the roof, okay? That's what we're looking for. Nothing else to say about that. We have a floor and we have no ceiling. Next one is Must Go. I'm still keeping this. They had a nice deal with Bayer now, so they are going global. It will take some years to get this product in the market. In Europe, they need regulatory approval of 3 to 7 years. That's a lot of time, I know. But hopefully in the US, we will get EPA approval soon, and that would propel this higher. Okay. So I'm hoping that we will get approval soon. And then this should go much higher. They have 2 deals now with Sumitomo and Bayer. So they're going to go global. And I see this going to $1 billion when these products get rolled out. But you need to be patient. So this is not a stock for everyone. Galani Gold, still holding on to that. Just a gold producer, but a very cheap one. So it's still at the same price here, but this should go higher again. Minimum a double, probably a triple. So let's take a look at the valuation. So we still see this gap. The gap was smaller here last year. So this gap still needs to fill. So it's an easy double. Price to book is below 1. So there's no risk at all to hold this. And earnings, we don't have earnings yet, so I'm waiting for that. They are in production, commercial production. So Q4 was probably somewhere here. So production will be rising and keep on rising until next year. So I have high expectations of Galani Gold and continue to keep that. So that's it. Update on the candy store. We are doing very well. We have deleted the bad candies like Sheila Metals. also Caledonia Mining, because I wanted to use that money for further Agritech. You sometimes need to delete some of the stocks that have less potential. For example, Caledonia Mining has 50% upside, okay, but Verde Agritech has triple upside. So you need to get rid of the low potential stocks and put that in the high potential stocks. That's the way how you do it. And if this becomes overvalued in a few months from now, then you sell it and put it in something else like Sigma Lithium, which is now very cheap. Or what is still Relic Health is also cheap because they didn't announce their big deal yet. So you need to juggle around these stocks, and yep, that's how you do it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.